Thanks for the F Shack. Love Dirty Mike and the boys.
Hey, are you Dirty Mike and the boys? How you know who we are?
What's this they call it, the podcast?
Morning Good. Oh, I love
Hey, welcome to the earth. Thanks. Oh, wait, I'll start over.
Welcome to Morning Good.
All right, we're here with Kelly Taylor and Joe Gorman.
Hell yeah.
And I'm denying all steroid allegations that have been thrown at me.
No, I don't.
I don't believe
man,
you.
Those fucking pythons tell another story, brother.
Yeah, it is. It is really funny because, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I for a decade was like, everybody that goes to the gym is gay.
Yeah.
And then I like started going to the gym, and I'm like, I don't know. I think it's still gay. Like, I can't, like,
Yeah.
I see myself in the mirror and I'm like, that guy's kind of gay now. And so I've actually become almost more insecure by going to the gym.
Right. Well, it's funny because like the only people that are like going to the gym is gay are people that look like me, just like a disgusting piece of shit. It's like, that's fucking gay to have low blood pressure and be able to see your toes.
Well, I guess there's probably an amount that is healthy, then there's an amount that's like too much.
It's a balance.
You can
It's a
get addicted
balance.
to the gym
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I'm coming into this recording with questions. Last we spoke was when you did my podcast and you talked about how you were getting shredded on a bet.
Yes. I did not get the six pack, but I lost so much weight that he paid anyway. So I got free,
okay. Hell yeah.
free bachelor
Hell
parties.
yeah.
That's right.
Huge.
The
and
Michael
then-
Good lore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then I did a lot of drinking and drugs over the last month.
Isn't
and
that fun?
You're back.
I'm back and
yes.
and I feel better than ever.
It is. It's about
Let's
balance,
hear
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it.
That's
I
like
love
the
it.
that's like the Andy Dick approach.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because he's like, I'll take multivitamins, I'll have a green drink, but I'll also do a fuck ton of coke and drink
Yeah.
and drink
And
alcohol.
he's still going.
He's still kicking.
He's still out there.
Barely. I heard he's like
assaulting.
he's like he's gotten so many like he should have been Me Too. Of all the people that have been like Me Too'd, he should have gotten Me Too'd, and he got Me Too'd, but people are like,
He didn't get Me Too. He got, of course he did. Like, it's one of those people like, nobody was blown away by it. They're just like, yeah, of course Andy Dick is out there sexually
I
harassing
fucking
people.
loved his show, The Assistant.
Oh, I've never seen that one.
Oh, it modeled. It was like right after The Apprentice came out, and he
Okay.
basically did an Apprentice style show where he was trying to find an assistant, and so he would like make these people who were just struggling actors, who did this show to try to be his assistant. It was so funny. He's one of those people that's like, oh, I hate that you're a terrible person that makes me laugh.
yeah.
You're so funny.
Well, it's like there was like I forget what podcast it was, but like Andy Dick was telling these guys like, yeah, you can record at my house, and like they go home and like his like 25-year-old son is like, Dad, what are you doing? You got to knock this off. Like, it's that kind of situation where the children need to be the parents, type
Right,
thing,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Like dads fall down drunk, so like, come on, Dad, let's go to bed. You know?
But you can stay up all night and eat ice cream. So when I was a
you
kid,
can.
I'd be like, hey, it'd be cool if I could be. What if I was a big boy?
Hey, they left me some money for pizza. I'm good.
I feel like having Andy Dick as a dad was like a much more dangerous, living in a much more dangerous Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet you there's just moments where he's just coked up with a revolver. He's like, I'm going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm going to do it. And then 10
yeah.
seconds later, he's like, I don't know what that was about.
Why would you believe that?
Yeah.
Yikes. And-
Everyone relax.
yeah.
One of my favorites was he did do like Norm's podcast one time, and he's like, "Yeah, Judd Apatow says I have to like clean my act up." He's like, "Oh yeah, because that's a funny guy to live," or something like that.
Nice, dude. Judd Apatow. Thanks for those tasty little daughters, but why don't you sit this one down, Judd?
Well, he's one of those people too. It's like I never know what he created or what he just threw his name on.
He just threw his name
Right.
on like everything.
He's kind of like the Thomas Edison of like comedy things, where he's just like,
And then like, remember when like Will Smith slapped Chris Rock, and then he was like, he could have killed somebody. It's like, damn, dude, you need to not be a pussy for 3 seconds.
I think I said to somebody like, "This is the most Jewish reaction ever." Like
Yes.
somebody could have died. It's
Yeah.
like, just,
oh my God,
Yeah.
you got to sue him.
yeah. Well, it's like it's one of those things too where it's like it reminds me of, have you seen that Family Guy where they're making fun of Thomas Edison and he's like here's my vegetables. He's like, oh, I invented that. Like everything he's like, I
I did
Thomas
that.
Edison. I did that.
Yeah, dude.
Because it's like I'm not saying like I don't know, maybe I never obviously I've never worked with the guy because look,
Andy
my
Dick
life-
or Judd Apatow?
either of these successful people. But it is one of those things too that you're like, all right, well, what has he done without other people? And then you're like, everything he does without other people sucks. Like
Yeah.
like funny people was not
Funny people was more like not funny people.
Hey, There we go.
There we go. Watch
Yeah.
the fuck out.
Listen, this is
Yeah.
why they don't pay him the big bucks.
Yeah, exactly.
I say what needs to be said. Like, I'm not gonna like fucking suck people's dick. I'm certainly not gonna like be nice to somebody.
No, you're like a venomous python where like people want to watch from the distance,
Yeah.
but they don't want to get too close because
Oh, yeah.
inevitably the industry doesn't want to get hurt.
The phrase is necessary evil, Michael.
Yes,
I'm a
Isn't that what people said
necessary-
about slavery?
Well, that too.
Yeah.
Can you imagine how cheap shit would be if we still had slaves? We would be making iPhones stateside.
Yeah, is that negative minimum wage or how does that work?
Oh no, it's like it's a profit.
It eats into the deficit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Slavery is actually pretty cool
Yeah.
from like a moolah point of view.
Just with the sunglasses on.
Dude, if I had slaves, I would have a whole fucking podcast production crew. I'd have like one slave that was like bred just to be like a sound operator, you know?
We should sell like a business 101 masterclass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you tried slaves?
Yeah. Just like an old Southern gentleman's like, this is your master class on having slaves.
Yeah, we can't say masterclass anymore. That's that.
It's a massa class. Yeah, I've been doing the massa classes, learning how to be a better overseer.
Yeah, you want to get the strong ones.
Yeah. But not smart.
Yeah.
Strong and smart's a deadly combination. Damn, dude, it's fucking cool, man.
There's something I had a really well, the funny part being from the South, you occasionally hear people say this. They're like, like not all slave owners. Some of them like treated their slaves like well,
yeah.
which is the funniest argument to start though.
I'd be a fucking dude. We'd have pizza Fridays if I was a slave owner.
Yeah, we didn't always
Hey, come in around like 10 a.m. Monday. It's fine.
Yeah.
Don't even worry about it. You know.
You see like a slave journal. He's like, I almost forgot I was a slave sometimes
Yeah.
because Fridays were casual and I could wear.
so cool.
Yeah.
Like their slave journal's like, great macaroni and cheese for dinner tonight.
Yeah.
Just like that kind of stuff.
Or who is it that's like, well, he actually loved his slaves.
Oh, Thomas Jefferson.
Thomas Jefferson.
Yeah.
Oh, he loved him a little
yeah.
too much, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why we have all these
No.
black people named Jefferson.
That is true. Yeah, I would. It's weird that I feel like I would drop the name if that was the
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like,
You go to your authentic, like, native African last name.
Yeah.
Magooby.
Magooby.
Yeah, Magooby.
It's
The great tribe
Irish.
Magooby of
Yeah.
Africa.
Possibly. There's something. Man, my brain is not.
You're having it's Friday
you're
afternoon.
starving. Your blood sugar's low.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm back to. I'm feeding the beast.
Barely,
Good, good,
dude. Come
good.
on, you still have like the nice cut to you.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
will be a couple more weeks of this, and then
Nice.
and
It
then
Well,
we'll-
it's gonna end.
It is fun getting fucking fat, dude.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like
Then
nothing
you get
else.
to lose it again.
Yeah, but I think there's some weird thing where like I think my insulin level. I mean, this is me lying to myself, but I think my insulin levels of like people say that there's something. I'm like reverse dieting where I'm slowly eating more and more and more.
Yeah.
And people say that like there's something with if you lose a lot of weight, sometimes your insulin level after a while can stabilize. So I can actually start eating garbage. I don't know. That's what somebody said. I did have a Papa John's pizza and I almost came in my pants.
Papa John's is so fucking the garlic sauce.
Oh, dude, I had one to
Mamma mia.
myself and I was just hammered after like me and my brother went to go see Metallica.
Fucking
Oh,
that's cool.
God, that's
Oh.
the best night ever.
Oh, it was. And then I'm just like folding Papa John's onto itself with garlic sauce, just like
Yes.
watching like Heath
Some
Ledger and I'm
ranch.
watching The
Nice.
Dark Knight. Yeah, it was
Ooh,
great.
nice.
Oh my God.
You want to know
what
how
a
I
night.
got these scars? I fucking stuffed an entire pizza in my mouth a little too fast. My father was a Papa and a John.
And said the N-word.
Yeah. One day he says the N-word louder than ever. And they took away his franchise, gave it to Shaquille O'Neal.
That is kind of a hilarious move to just
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like we
yeah,
gotta give it to the
reparations.
very thing he's against.
yeah, the biggest blackest
biggest
guy.
N-word.
Yeah. They said reparations going to be done.
Although the shakaroni pizza is a fucking work of art.
Is there like macaroni on it?
No, it's just a big fucking
Shakaroni.
It's just big pepperoni pizza.
Huh.
But it's shakaroni, not pepperoni.
I gotta try one of their quesadillas. Their papadillas.
The
I'm afraid
papadillas?
to venture outside of
Fuck.
the pizza.
I think we're getting Papa John's
no,
for dinner
nuh-uh.
tonight.
Here's the thing about
This
Papa
fucking
John's.
woman,
It
Michael, never.
ruins my like. Okay, when you ate that Papa John's, did you like pay for it in the bathroom? Because there's something that Papa John's does
Look,
to my
I have
body.
diarrhea almost every day.
No, but
Isn't that fucking
it's like
crazy?
an exorcist level of diarrhea from Papa John's specifically.
I think everybody's body's different. For me, Papa John's, I think it kind of
Yeah,
like
it is.
Michael,
yeah.
never
Talk
get in a
about fine. I
relationship.
don't-
You never get to eat the food you want to eat. It's like I want to eat I'd eat McDonald's every day and Papa John. I want to eat McDonald's every day and Papa John's every night. But like it's like we have to eat like salad and stuff every once in a while.
Yeah, well, I mean, I feel like it's not. See, my body gets confused. Like Now it knows what's going on, but there was a while I was just eating shitty, and then when I would eat salad, that's when I would have diarrhea. 'Cause
Right.
my body would be like, "What are you?
What is this?
doing?"
What is
that's
this
like me when I
vitamins?
try not to drink, I like immediately get the flu if I
Yeah,
try
yeah.
to take like weeks off of drinking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she shakes uncontrollably if she goes like a day. And she's like, I need my medicine. And I'm like, oh, yes, dear. And I have to
Give
pull a ball
mama's
of vodka
juice.
out of the freezer.
Yeah, just what is that movie with Nicolas Cage leaving Las Vegas, where he's just
yeah.
like,
I gotta get my energy back.
yeah. Well, that was kind of me. I mean, I drank a lot this week, and I had this annoying thing with Wells Fargo. I love, by the way, I love just blaming Wells Fargo for me drinking too much this weekend. They were like,
They gave me free money.
they kept doing the thing where like, it's so funny because I keep starting sentences with momentum against them, and really, I just drank so much alcohol. But it was like they weren't posting transactions, so
Oh,
I would wake up and
no.
be like, I guess I'm a millionaire. I was like, look how responsible I was.
And then like when it goes through and you're like, uh-oh.
I went from 100 on Monday, so I was like, all right, Monday, $100.
You're 100 air.
Yeah. Which for me, I'm like, hey, look, this will get me through the week. I
Yeah.
donated plasma, so I got a little card on that.
Oh hell yeah!
I did this weird research thing,
Yeah.
like where for 2 hours I got $150 just by putting on a weird wristband and joining a cult. But anyways,
They're gonna clone you.
yeah, very possible.
Worth it.
Yeah, worth it. And then Tuesday I had negative $77.
Oh,
'Cause
yikes.
it just all went through at once.
Oh,
yeah.
shit. Yeah.
Now you got a $35.
Yeah, they're going to ding you for that.
Yeah.
That sucks. And you don't have like a savings account?
No. I borrowed money from somebody whose name starts with an M and ends with an M. And
Matt Marin?
And it's 3 letters.
yeah, and there's an O in the middle. Yeah,
And
yeah.
she lives in Florida.
Yeah. Well, because what happened too is I used a lot of money to pay off my credit card, and you can't reverse that.
No.
You can't be like, hey, can I have some of that
Scale
back
that
to put in my
back.
checking? And they're like,
No.
So I have money to spend on my credit, which is good, and then I have like plasma money. It's very funny to be like, all my money's in plasma. Like when people are like, all my money's in like,
Oh, them,
So,
well, payday's next Friday, right?
yeah. So no, I'm,
in theory.
yeah. I'm fine. Yeah, I got groceries. I'm good. But
You'll
it was
be
just
fine.
it was just one of those things that I was like, fuck, I don't want to do this call where I gotta ask my
the
mom.
worst.
I'm like, I'm gonna send it to you back, and I will. But it's like, as I said, like I can't send her credit. I can't send her.
yeah.
I could mail her my plasma card.
There you go.
Thank God Venmo doesn't allow you to take credit out against yourself.
Oh my god,
That would be the worst. I think legally they couldn't because everyone would.
Well,
do
there's all that stuff going on now with those like Klarna and Afterpay. You know all about all those like pay loans. It's people are just not paying them because they apparently, I don't know if this is true, but they don't count against your credit score. And so people are like, why the fuck would I pay this? It's like, because like the reason why you pay your credit card is so that it doesn't affect your credit score.
right.
But with Klarna and Afterpay, it's like, well, I can buy my Coachella ticket using this and just not pay it.
Can you send me a link? How did-
It's gonna start counting on your credit
but it
score.
hasn't yet.
But it hasn't yet.
How long does it take to sign up?
You could get approved like at the checkout point for like whatever you're buying.
And if you're like a total retard who spends a lot of money on his horrible credit, you could still use this.
What's your credit score right now?
It was 600 like last time I checked.
That's fair.
No, yeah, it's not terrible. I mean,
Literally
like,
categorized as fair.
yeah, no, and as I said, it was like the big mistake I made was like moving money to like I tried to pay off my credit card too
Don't do
fast,
that.
and
Don't
I'm
do
like now
that.
I just don't. I have money in that, but I'm like now I don't have physical money.
Yeah.
and I couldn't pay off the other one. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It's
Yeah.
hard.
You have
It's
no
hard to fucking
liquid.
live in New York, dude.
yeah.
It's such a fucking expensive
I
city.
would say that, but it's
Awful.
like I went out like crazy.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
dance battles. I won.
Okay, well, that's a little money in your pocket.
It should have been. It was really funny because I've lost a couple dance battles.
yeah.
Um,
That's got to suck.
It does suck. And I have like 3 dance moves, and then by the end of it, people are like, "Oh, he's repeating these." But like the first 30 seconds of me dancing, people were like, "Oh, he's got some moves." But this is so funny because we're out in like Long Island. We had like a beach day, which was so much fun.
Oh, fun.
It
Yeah.
was like an impromptu one.
yeah.
And then we're out in that town, and like I have this dance battle against this girl, and then I win. And then she tells me, she's like, "My friends told me it was a bad idea to go against you." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "I don't even like live here. Like, what reputation have I? Like, they just saw me dancing for 3 minutes. They're like, you're gonna get hurt out there."
this guy's too much. He's too much.
Yeah, he's got those sunglasses on. I was wearing these things.
Oh, hell yeah,
You
dude.
made a name for yourself.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Did you get her number?
No.
Did you love her?
No, but there was somebody I fell in love with. I forgot who it was.
Ooh, Michael.
There was somebody recently. Oh, you know what it was? It was a comic who has a boyfriend. That's who it was.
That's how it is, dude. It
Mm.
wasn't Kelly, was it?
It was not Kelly.
Siren
Okay, thank
song.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
So-
was- What?
What was it?
No, my buddy like sent me a reel of like this. Woman else like I love her.
Nice. Is, Florida?
No, here.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I think like it's weird
You
because
should book her on the pod.
and just be like, you know, it sucks having a boyfriend. I would never have a boyfriend.
You got to lose that guy.
Yeah, the side effects of having a boyfriend. I'm like, yeah, this is pretty dangerous. He could hit you. That could happen.
That
Yeah,
could happen.
men
Your boyfriend
are-
can't hit you if you're
I'm
single.
not going to let anything happen to you. I'll protect. This guy trouble. You go up to her while she's on a date with her boyfriend. You're like, who's this clown? This guy giving you a problem? Hey, she's with me.
She dating another comic?
Yeah.
Oh, you gotta joke battle it out.
Tale as old as
Yeah.
time, dude.
Just like the
that's how
dance
I won
battle.
Kelly over. She was dating like this other guy, Pete Davidson, and I was like, I'm going to challenge you to a roast battle, and I fucking annihilated him. I'm like, my dad never died in 9/11.
Yeah,
You
and
know,
that's
he
why Dave
orchest-
Cyrus hates you.
Yeah, it's true, and that's why Finney hates Dave Cyrus.
So everybody's confirmed that Davidson does have a hog. It's like a confirmed thing.
Like a black man.
Yeah, okay, interesting.
Yeah, like a black man's penis.
Is that why he kind of acts black? Is that a thing?
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's beady energy is also called.
Wasn't
Black
he
dude
the
energy.
originator of big dick energy? Wasn't he like? I feel like that was coined because of him.
But that was also because of Ariana Grande.
well, they were like,
saying
"How did he get Ariana Grande?" It's like, "Oh, big dick energy."
big dick energy. But then it's also like you got to remember, like Ariana Grande was relentlessly and brutally sexually assaulted throughout the course of her childhood on Nickelodeon by Dan Snyder. So
Right.
her whole perspective on sex, love, and relationships is deeply, deeply flawed. But she kept her mouth shut, and that's why she has a career now. A lot of those kids that
Now
spoke
she's
out.
Galinda.
Also,
Well,
okay, I
it's-
will say this.
yeah.
Didn't Dan Schneider, I watched the documentary. I didn't
Yeah.
see anything fully convicting him.
Look at him.
Him.
Open and shut
Okay.
case.
Okay.
Open and Your Honor, I'll present to you. Fucking Section A. Fucking look at him. Exhibit A. His
That's fair.
fucking mate. His face.
That's fair.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
is guilty of being a disgusting looking slob.
And then like you watch some of like the shit, even out of context, like the iCarly shit, and like they're like
Yeah, it was
giving hand
gross.
jobs to shit, and it's like, damn,
yeah,
dude.
like
fucking-
the white stuff splooging on their faces.
He was the one that changed the Nickelodeon slime from like neon green to cum white.
Okay, I remember those days.
Yeah,
bro.
remember
It's
that
like-
was nuts, dude.
it's
That's
like
why Mark
cloudy
Summers was
too?
like, yeah,
You're like, why is it cloudy?
yeah. What is this? Shit?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
try to spray it off, and like there's still like big white chunks still there, like it won't all wash off. It's
Is that a
gross.
bubble in there? Ew.
Yeah. You know that Nickelodeon Studios now is just like a regular fucking play. It's like not even fun anymore.
Really?
All that fucking cool shit from the 90s is gone. Like the WB Animation Studio is just like playing now. Nickelodeon Studios, like all of that shit's gone. Like there's not, it like kind of, you know, like we're like, okay, you get to be an iPad baby. That's cool. But there's no like kid culture.
Yeah.
You know, like we had like Nickelodeon, we had the Disney Channel, and like, you know, I remember as a kid, like I wanted to do the Nickelodeon Kids Toy Run.
What was this?
Fuck, dude, you're a little too young to remember this. You probably had your little Pokemon and whatnot. But
Yeah.
in my day as a kid, there was the Nickelodeon Toy Run where you could go to Toys R Us and have 5 minutes to like push a shopping
Oh, I
cart through
remember
Toys
that.
R Us
I remember
and
that.
load up your shopping
Ooh,
cart
that
and
is
whatever
pretty
you
sick.
got. And they were like, this guy got $300,000 worth of toys, and like you got like a Nintendo 64. You could put like all kinds of
Legos.
toys in there. Jurassic
And you
Park
just have
shit.
to put your feet in Dan Snyder's mouth, and
Oh, that's
Oh
all you
yeah,
had to
the
do.
sucks
That's
and toes.
a pretty cheap.
You had
fee.
to send a postcard to Stick Stigley. Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah. No, that because I remember like there was the Nickelodeon because I'm from Orlando and they
Oh
had,
shit,
Oh,
you're in the
God,
heart
you
of
were
it,
the
dude.
Mecca.
They-
That is Mecca.
So they had Nickelodeon Hotel, which I always wanted to go to
Fire.
because I was like, dude,
Yeah.
the room is like SpongeBob. I'm
yes,
like,
and it's
yeah.
like orange.
yeah.
and
And then they
green.
had they filmed like some show there, like one of the slimy shows.
They had all, like, all the
what
shows.
was the one with the where the kids would the panel would have to like guess the word. It was kind of like Mad Libs and with Summer Sanders.
Yeah, I remember that. Fuck.
Figure it out.
Yeah, figure it out. That's right. And like they're and
I
like the
always
kid
wanted to be on Figure It Out.
Yeah, the kid was like, "Oh, this kid has a hidden talent," and he's like, "I can whistle out of my asshole."
I
Yeah.
And
remember
they
the
had to
one-
like ask questions about it. You know, like Amanda Bynes would be like, "Is it something you can share with other people?" And he was like,
Yeah,
"Yeah." And then
Yeah.
like if they couldn't figure it out, they're like, "He gets to take another prize home."
Yeah, you
Kids
had to
don't
fool
have
the
that.
judges.
They just have like YouTube, which is fine. You know, YouTube's fucking cool.
Yeah.
But there was like basically like ideally like my ideal childhood would be all the shit I had as a child plus an iPad.
See, I would be more like what I wanted more than everything. I asked for it every single Christmas. I never got it. Was the Batman, like you know they have the Barbie Jeeps.
Yeah.
They had like a Batman car
Oh, yeah.
that was like electric, and you could
Yeah.
sit inside of it and just go. And
Like the Hot Wheels Batmobile.
Yes.
Yeah.
You would have like crossed county lines if you had that, I feel, as a child.
Oh yeah.
You would have been out on the open road.
Yeah, it would have been bad.
Like it was a Tesla or something.
Yeah, I thought I was gonna be Batman for too long. Like I think that my mom would like let me go dressed everywhere as Batman. So like I'd go to get my hair cut as Batman.
That's
and
so
pull
funny.
the things off.
Classic undiagnosed autism as a child. 100%.
And then like yeah, no, and then eventually it was like, yeah.
What made you stop? What
trying
made
to
you
think
turn
of-
your back on that?
I'm trying to think of like where I stopped Batman. I think I stopped Batman when I started wanting to be a skater but not being good at skateboarding.
Classic. You must have played a lot of Tony Hawk Pro Skater, huh?
Dude, I think my brother had Pro Skater, and then I was just watching lots of like Bam Margera. And I
Yes.
was like,
Oh,
CKY,
yeah. Viva la
baby.
Bam.
yeah, I was like, he's so mean to his mom. He's like the coolest.
Yeah, and then you just
realize
realize he's like, oh, that was just like a rich kid.
yeah,
Now as an adult, like, oh, that was just like classic fucking rich kid and parents that don't establish
And as
boundaries.
an adult, he is a classic fucking spoiled rich kid.
Oh
Right.
well, that's the hard part too. Is like season like in like 2003, nobody was cooler than Bam Margera.
Oh, 100%.
And now nobody is less cool than
Yeah.
Bam Margera.
I don't know. I kind of started turning on him when he got into like that Icelandic rock band hymn, and he was like
You
dressing
got
like
the lips of a
Oh
butterfly.
my God.
and she'll be right here in my arms. So I'm like, this guy's
That's
a
when I
faggot.
thought he was the coolest.
I was like, this guy's so fucking. It's like, Dan, what happened to like just like rubbing your shit on another person?
Yeah.
CKY2K is still an absolute masterpiece. That was. Did you ever watch that one?
Is that the was that like so was that before Jackass? So I know
That-
CKY was
yeah.
like obviously the band CKY, but
Yeah.
like they had like this sort of like it was like almost like a mini production.
Right. So there was basically like the two schools. Like so Johnny Knoxville and Steve-O were doing like the Big Brother videos and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And that's where he was like testing the self-defense equipment where he was getting like tased and shit, hit by a car. And then Bam Margera.
All on like Dilaudid too,
Yeah.
which is really funny.
And
They were
like-
doing
Yeah,
opiates
yeah,
and
yeah.
like
So like in the late 90s, early 2000s, like that's when like digital camcorders were getting like more popular. And so a lot of skaters were like self-producing their own skate compilation.
yeah, so it's like him, Brandon, and Rake, right?
Yeah, Rick Yorn and Ryan Dunn.
I've seen these. It's where they're throwing like dummies off bridges onto
Yes,
cars.
yes.
Yeah.
And so and then like they're in Iceland at one point, and Brendan DiCamillo would do like freestyle raps and stuff.
Yeah. And they were weirdly hanging out with the Bloodhound Gang.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they were all Philly. They were all
Yeah,
in like
yeah.
Philadelphia and
Yeah.
shit.
I remember I had later Bam. I had the Bam hymn audios. So they were dude. It had a heart pentagram.
Oh yeah, I
yeah.
remember that. That's what
I
he
would
has
always-
like right on his.
I would always draw it on my ankles, like going, I'm gonna get that as a tattoo.
yeah.
Dude, I bet all of his tattoos are all stretched out now too.
Oh, for sure.
Like just all stretched out, just all like unrecognizable. It just looks like a fucking circle at this point. It doesn't even look like a heartogram or whatever.
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they're all fucked up. I remember having to argue with my dad. I'm like, it's not a pentagram because there's a heart in it. So
Yeah,
not
it's a
technically
heartogram.
It's
Yeah.
It's just this really gay thing I
Yeah,
want. It's
it's
nothing
more gay.
satanic.
What if that's why he's like, yeah, no, I don't want my son to be some.
It's
gay
like, nah,
skateboarder."
I'd much rather you worship Satan. I'd much prefer that.
Yeah, my style was so funny. I had like either those or etnies.
Oh, etnies.
I had one of those belts that had like the
studs?
The studs. It was
Yeah,
like-
I had that.
Yeah, it was like the pyramid studs. Like
yeah,
the-
yeah.
The double
I had-
belt.
I had that.
Did you ever do the double
I never got
belts?
that crazy, but I'd wear the T-shirt. I'd have like a Green Day T-shirt, and then underwards was like a long sleeve
Oh,
shirt.
always.
What about the did you ever wear like the leather bands that you could just like
Oh, dude.
random leather bands?
Talk about Live Strong.
Oh, yeah.
yeah. But like, there was like Live Strong, and it's like, oh, I'm Lance Armstrong. But then it was cool to have like 7 of them.
Yeah,
Right,
and like
right.
I heart boobies. For
Yes.
All kinds
for
of fun
the,
shit.
for the breast cancer foundation.
Yeah, and then I remember I showed up one time to a party, and I had like not a party, but like somebody's birthday.
A rave.
Yeah.
No, it was more of like a ketamine orgy. But
Oh fuck yeah.
No, it was like for some like 5th grade, 6th grade birthday party, something like that. And then I had like maybe like 4 Live Strongs, and then somebody
Nice.
rolled up just with fucking like 9, and I'm like, you're making me look like I'm a fucking loser. I was like, he's
Yeah.
got 9 on his arm.
Damn,
Like,
you
'cause
should
there's some
put-
kids who have them way up. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh,
You
Like,
gotta,
I
you
know
gotta put them
exactly.
around your neck like one of those Africans with like long ass fucking necks. That's the way to do it. Just have it all stretched out and shit.
I
Like you
remember-
can't take them off, otherwise your neck won't be able to support it.
I remember silly bands. Remember silly
Yes.
bands? The little animal figures, and all the cool girls at school would have like 20 silly bands on.
They should have meant serious bands, just like miscarriage, just like really
Yeah, a
serious.
fetus.
Yeah. Oh fuck yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Like I remember I had and then I wanted to be a little taller, so then I moved up to I would wear gym shorts and then Nike Shocks because those give you an extra like inch of height.
Yeah, yeah.
Because all the women were like 90 feet taller than you when you were like
In middle
14.
school,
All
yeah.
right, they still are for me.
Yeah.
Kelly towers over me.
Yeah, I'm your protector.
Uh-huh.
I have like a weird thing where I hunch so much that like I don't know. I am technically a short guy. I am 5'10", but I am a short guy because I hunch down here.
I'd kill to be 5'10". I would give anything to be 5'10". I'm gonna get that surgery where they fucking break my shins and break my arms.
Dude, if you
and then
got
they-
like if we just got like a 6'5" Joe randomly,
that'd
out
be
of the blue.
fucking. But like
But
only
just
like,
your legs, just your
just
legs.
my arms and legs. So like I still have like this stumpy little body. So I just like look like a perfect circle with like long ass arms and shit.
Dude, that would be
Like
so
I can't
sick.
even fucking move because it's just all weird. So I'm just like moving like this. Maybe I'll just do it for my arms. So I'm like a gorilla. Like my arms will like go down. And I can like just like be like quadrupedal and shit, like running faster and shit. That'd be tight.
I like the idea. It's like more than a gorilla. Like your legs aren't even touching the ground. Like it's just like a.
I'm like, what? I get my arms extended. I replace my feet with my hands and my hands with my feet. And then I just like use my feet as like kind of like hand. Oh, your listeners would love that. Your
Dude.
viewers, dude. They love that. I have like little fucking hand feet. I'm
Yes.
like, what is that? Give me that. I'm like Sebulba in episode 1 of Star Wars.
Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking of way different. I was thinking of one of those machines from War of the Worlds because I was watching that today.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Tom Cruise one, right?
I was
Yeah,
thinking of the toy from Toy Story that has the sexy legs, but it's a crane.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Sid was a pretty cool guy making all those cool toys.
Yeah, that's what my mom would always call me, a Sid, when I break my toys. She's like, "Don't be a Sid."
Who cares? Dude? Sid inspired me. I was like, damn, I could probably get like second life out of a lot of these things.
Yeah.
You know, it's like give me a
That's
Will you morph
sustainable
him-
king.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, I remember.
Let me attach this Spider-Man head to a double-sided dildo.
Yeah.
You know, wow, cool. I got this double-sided dildo got new life now.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, you get more bang for your buck. Well, and I think my mom would tell me too, is I break my toys, and then she'd be like, "You know, your toys are like alive, right? So like if you break them, you're like killing them." It was either my mom or my brother. Somebody told me that. And then when my toys would break, I'd be like, no! Because I'm like, I thought they had like life.
Yeah.
And then like my grandma died at some point. I'm like, I already watched Batman die. Like, fine.
Yeah, it's like, hey, I was able to get over my pet monster.
Like you're an ER doctor
Yeah.
working in the pit.
Just get a-
I've
just-
seen so many
yeah.
lives.
Just grab a new grandma at Toys R Us. Big deal. Easy come, easy go.
No, I think my grandma died like a decade later. But I remember something happened where I was just like, I've seen so much pain. I've buried so many men.
I'm so desensitized to this at this point.
I've buried
Yeah.
so many
I feel
Batmen.
like that's like the foundation of creating a hoarder. Of like, I can't get rid of any of this stuff. They all have souls.
Yeah, it's like actually
Good point.
pro-capitalism and pro-consumerism. It's like you got to buy these toys. They need a home.
Yeah.
It's like the whole point of like the Toy Story movies. Like a toy's greatest joy is to be bought and used, and
Yeah,
like
yeah.
never get
And
rid of
passed
it.
on.
Never get rid of it.
No,
Then it was funny too, because then what my parents would do is they'd take my toys and they'd slowly give them away to Salvation Army, but they do it like one by one. So I didn't notice until all I had left was the Alfred action figure. I was like, who the fuck wants to play with Alfred?
Damn. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's like nothing.
That's awful.
Yeah, he just comes with like I think it's like a little dish.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I can't do anything with this.
Master Wayne, your batarang.
Yeah.
It's like this is nothing without the Batcave.
No, and it was almost like, yeah, I don't know. I remember like I don't think I played with him much even when Batman was there. I was like, this is kind of a pointless toy.
Like yeah, Alfred never really saw action. He's
Yeah.
he's almost like an accessory in many ways.
I'd give him to like the maid's kid. I'd be like, this
Yeah.
is you. This is gonna be more. What's
It-
going
it's
on
like,
with
oh,
you?
you just like he's like garnish for the Batcave.
Exactly.
You know, I think it's like who would buy that shit separately? An Alfred action figure? Like you just buy it to be a completionist.
Yeah.
It's like the April O'Neil action figure. No, you want the Ninja Turtles. You don't
Right.
need this bitch.
Yeah.
You know?
The one thing I did like though is because I think Alfred came with like the Bat Cave,
Yeah.
and that was sick having like a Bat Cave because I had one where like one was Bruce Wayne and then there was a Batman action figure, and you put it in like almost like a little cup thing and spin it,
Yeah.
so it's like he's changing into like the Batman
Oh,
outfit.
that's
tight.
cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I remember that commercial.
Yeah.
And it's, fuck, but now it's like Now it's like toys aren't even meant for kids anymore. Now like toys are meant to be like collector's items, and like I like every once in a while, like I'll walk through like a toy department and be like, what's going on now? And now everything's like $20.
Yeah.
An action figure is like $20, and it's like, damn,
There's
dude.
also adults that are like obsessed with toys. Like now the new thing on the block is I think they're called Labubu's or something. Have you heard of these?
Are these the little baby things?
the little baby things that people wear as like accessories on their purses and stuff?
So I haven't seen that, but there's somebody I know who she has like the little I tried hard not to say this chick I'm banging, but I was like somebody who knows
This guy fucks.
Yeah.
this bitch, I'm sticking it in.
Yeah. But
Someone
she
you love.
yes, she has these little like they're like little babies, but you put them on like things, but like some of them have like I think this is what you're talking
I think
about.
it sounds like there's this place called Pop Mark that you can get them from, and I fucking hate them, and people are obsessed with them. And the allure of them is that you go to the store and like you get you pick a box, like you pick up the box and there's a selection of what you could get. So it's like, I definitely want this one. I hope I don't get that one. And then that just keeps you buying and buying and buying.
Oh, that's
more
such a
of
good move. It's
these.
like a Happy Meal where like,
Yeah.
did you ever
Yes,
have
you
that where
gotta
like
get the
you'd be like,
set.
Mom, no, can you ask him? I want the one that like has the spaceship, and then
Yeah.
you like, yeah, I would get really frustrated because
Yeah.
Oh, then you remember how fucking lame Chick-fil-A was? Okay, wait, where are you guys from?
Jersey.
My childhood was in Leavenworth, Kansas.
I was an adult when I had Chick-fil-A.
Okay, because a lot of people like we had Chick-fil-A from day one in Florida.
Wow.
Did you guys have it the whole
Yeah.
time?
No,
I
never
want
had
that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of it spread. So like it used to be when you go to Chick-fil-A, instead of a toy, they'd give you like a Bible, like a little mini Bible thing.
Fucking, I'd burn that shit
Get the
immediately.
fuck out of here.
But you could trade it in for ice cream. And so every kid is like, no, I don't want the fucking little Bible. It was like a little Bible picture book.
What
and
kind
it's
of gay wad kept the fucking Bible, dude?
Yeah, it was horrendous.
Every
Yeah.
kid that kept that Bible probably went on to like commit a mass shooting.
I would say absolutely.
Yeah, no doubt. Open and shut
One-to-one
case.
correlation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
That's
was,
funny. You could exchange it for ice cream?
yeah. And so every kid would just be like,
Holy
fucking-
cream.
Yeah.
That's probably like how they were like, well, we got to give them something. But it's like, why even bother with a fucking kids?
Well, it had to be
that.
so funny when like the founders finding out. They're like, we're just giving out
Losing
ice cream. Yeah.
Well, like, and also, but it's like now, like Happy Meals and shit. Like, you don't even get like good toys anymore. They don't even advertise the fucking commercials. Like, I remember like
yeah.
McDonald's used to be like, oh, and the Happy Meal, these are the toys in the
Yeah,
Happy Meal.
this is the season of the Happy Meal. It was
Right.
like sick, and it was like the Barbie era or the Hot Wheels era.
Or the Transformers, where it was like, oh, here's a Big Mac,
Power
but it also
Rangers.
turns into a fucking robot.
Yeah.
They had Spider-Man action figures at one point. You get like a little like 3-inch Spider-Man action figure. That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I think I had the Green Goblin with the board on it. Like you
Yeah.
could like that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
yeah,
It was fucking
there
tight,
had to been
man.
so many kids choking on those
Who cares?
For
It's
sure.
3 and
when
up.
they first got.
It's 3 and up. They knew the rules. Don't fucking make me have a shitty toy just because you can't fucking read.
Yeah.
I love those.
Can't
Can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen.
They gotta fucking bring back make good. You know, it's all because of these fucking like health nuts are like, there need to be healthy options.
No,
Like,
and
it's
now-
McDonald's.
Now, when
Yeah.
you order a Happy Meal at McDonald's, they serve you apple slices and milk
Ugh.
with your burger. Get the fuck out
Give
of
me
my
a Coke,
face.
give me
Give
fries,
me a Coke,
give me a
tiny
cheeseburger.
fry and a little cheeseburger.
Were
You know
you-
what I
were
want
you-
to represent? I haven't been
Yeah.
to White Castle in forever, and I think they have one. Where's the? You know where the nearest White Castle is?
It's
There's
somewhere-
one kind of
yeah.
near here, off the Marcy.
Yeah. There's one. It's really not too far. Because they have in the South though they have Crystal. They don't have White Castle in the South. They have Crystal, which is basically just the same thing as White Castle. but-
Okay.
But I like those. sliders.
Disgusting steamed hamburgers.
Yes, that
so
aren't-
good.
It's weird because they're bad but good at the same. You know what I mean? It's like
Oh, I know exactly.
They're
what you
good in
mean.
the moment, but like,
Yeah.
I've never immediately regretted something faster than what.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
for
yeah, yeah.
sure.
Where I was like, oh, this is like, it literally just goes right through me.
Yep, I've had White Castle wasted many a time. but-
Nothing has been more detrimental to our society than Harold and Kumar go to White Castle.
Oh, because you're always thinking about it.
It upsells like the fucking fast food, and it also is like, oh yeah, that's when people were like, oh yeah, Indians are fucking Asian people, and it's like
Yeah.
Indians are not Asian. Indians are Indians.
I still will not accept it.
No one does.
I stand by it.
No,
It's
and
not
like,
the same.
and now they get on the Asian comedy festivals and shit. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Yeah.
I'm
Listen,
Asian. I don't get in.
Well, because
It's
you don't.
true.
They're like, I am
capitalize on
sorry,
it.
my friend. You are not Asian enough. I get to talk about my flying carpet and taking a shit on the street, but you do not get to do that.
It's
It's
pretty
like-
unfair.
Yeah, it's like, but I'm fucking Japanese. I'm a proud Japanese man.
Well, if you're so proud, why are you hiding those eyes behind the sunglasses?
Oh,
And
I
not
have
applying for Asian comedy festivals.
I'm a too shy.
Have you seen that? Wait, I think I showed you the Japanese Spider-Man where they made his eyes even smaller.
Oh yeah,
'Cause he already has like slanty kind of eyes, and they make it just basically like
I can do whatever a spider can.
yeah.
There's a girl on Love Island right now that's getting. It's what's crazy about the show Love Island is that
It's every night, right? By the way,
It's every night for the most part. It's like 2 nights a week. Where
I
it
lose
doesn't-
my wife when she watches this. Like,
And,
she's like, I'm gonna go watch this awful show. And I'm
And
like, all
so
right.
because like they're currently in Fiji filming, and like we get the episode from like the 24 to 48 hours prior, right? So like when they're on there, they don't know about like Iran bomb strikes. They don't know about
that's
ice raids.
hilarious.
Is that-
And so they're all on like
They're like,
social-
did you know Kanye's an anti-Semite? They're like,
and
check out this new jam.
they
Heil Hitler.
there's this one girl on there who had a racist-ish post come out that it's like she's getting flamed for online. But do you want to know what it was? She goes, she like it was a story that she posted from 2023. So I'm like, how the fuck did these people find this?
They did.
Yeah.
They fucking dig.
They
Like, go-
screenshot it
they
at
go
the time.
They go out of their way to fucking, or they use like the Wayback Machine to like
I guess
pull up,
yeah,
like,
you can do
deleted
that.
shit.
You can do
Yeah.
that.
That
And-
should be illegal too. It's like, sorry, I was fucking racist 20 years ago, but like,
Yeah.
people can change.
She was like letting people know like the different work that she gets done on her face, Botox wise. And she's like, and I also do this, my under eye bags because I find that when I smile, I can get my eyes can get a little chinky, and then da 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 da. And because she said that, like people are like, she's a racist.
But it's true.
Well,
that's what.
okay.
That's literally what it's called.
Scientifically, it's called
Yeah.
chinky eyes.
Yeah. What do you prefer? A gook look?
But it is
Come
so
on.
funny that like, why would you think to describe that as like that?
No, I will say this: like,
Yeah.
look, none of that is bothersome, but in the context of society, I get why that's
Yeah,
a lot.
for
I,
sure.
that is a
for
wild
sure.
thing to say.
I used
in
to
2023, but it's also crazy that a post from 2023 gets pulled up like that.
Totally, yeah.
I-
I thought you were like, why is it crazy to say your eyes look chinky?
No,
I'm like,
no. What
Kelly, yeah, even I will be like,
what
that's
I'm
a-
saying is,
yeah,
is
yeah.
that she's in Fiji right now,
Right,
and
right,
has
right.
no idea. She's gonna get off the island and be like, oh fuck.
Oh shit!
I don't
yeah.
know. I think it's fine. Like I used to date in San Francisco. I dated a Japanese girl, and my nickname for her was Squints.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, hey, Squints, what's up?
Squints and
Squintward.
smalls.
Squintward. I like that.
Squints. Yeah, because she looks like she's always squinting.
Yeah.
You know.
That is the thing that is like, that's a weird one because like it's like they do have, or sorry, you do have
Yes.
smaller eyes. So it's
Oh,
like,
very small eye.
yeah, it's like that is not a good or bad thing. I mean, I
It is what it is. Like
Yeah.
black people have giant
But I
lips and
think-
flat noses.
Okay,
Asian
I'm not
people have
engaging in
squinty
that
eyes.
convo.
Irish have
I
fucking
hate podcasting
blotched
with Joe.
red skin.
The sweats I've had on this podcast.
It's
where
so
he says-
awful. It's so awful.
Get out of here.
You're not funny. You're a hack. You're a fucking disingenuous hack.
This is awesome.
Sorry.
No. I've never, because it's always me trying to like, it's like a game of volleyball or like, I went like this and said volleyball. It's like a game of ping pong because you'll say something crazy and I'm like, how do I
return this serve?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. Keep
yeah.
the funny, but also like,
Not seem like a horrible person.
well, because the thing is, everything that comes out of his mouth is completely insane. So you can't be like, he said this. You're like, yeah, but he said 2 seconds before that.
Yeah,
But then
yeah.
him saying something crazy and then me nodding, I'm like,
Mhm,
oh, yeah.
Everyone's in trouble
Like,
now.
She's
Yeah.
agreeing. They're agreeing.
Yeah.
We're living in a brand new age, man. It's okay for everyone to do whatever they want now.
It kind of does feel like that. I mean, I think
It's over, dude. President Trump said we can do whatever we want now.
that's what he said.
You can do what you want to do. Say what you want to say.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, I am. I really did use the Iran thing to go too hard this weekend. I was like, the world's gonna end.
It is.
Oh,
it is.
yeah.
1
Oh, it really is a
million
good way to
%.
write off your fucking.
the horrible
Because
behavior.
like there was like a ceasefire for like 2 minutes and that's already over.
yeah.
You know, so like we're already back in it.
I've been off my phone all day. Didn't even see that.
oh, they're back at it again. The
I mean,
the
they
boys are
broke
back in
they
town?
broke the ceasefire like as soon as it happened, and now, well, like the whole reason it happened, the whole reason Trump is trying to get a ceasefire is he wants a Nobel Peace Prize, and now he's nominated for it, which is
No, that wasn't true.
oh really,
Yeah.
really?
Wait, where did you read that though?
Reddit.
Was it liberal.pussy?
No, it was-
I didn't even say the word liberal.
I
right? I
read
said
that
liberal.
he was nominated on the Post, and then I was texting people about that, like LOL, and they were like, "That's actually fake."
Thank Christ. He's already a WWE Hall of Famer. Does he really need
Yeah,
a Nobel Peace
seriously.
Prize on
Too
top of it?
Yeah.
He was in Home Alone too. It's like you got everything, dude.
Yeah.
It's so.
Have you seen that one where? Sorry, there's a really funny edit. It's like he's like, "Do you know where Mr. Epstein's room is?" He goes,
Yeah.
"Third door on the right." That I before I cut you off, because I do want you to hold that thought. One of the really funny ones was that I kind of agree with, but also is a crazy thing to say as a newscaster. Is Jesse Waters, that Fox guy? Did you see what he said? Because Elon was like obviously like Trump's pedophile.
Right.
Jesse goes, "Look, guys, sometimes we call our friends pedophiles." And I was like, that is true, but not in that context.
Not in that context.
Not in like, I don't go on Facebook and
Yeah.
I'm like, I jokingly will be like, you're probably a pedophile, but I'm not going to go on Facebook or Instagram and be like,
Right.
this guy's a pedophile.
I've been on multiple podcasts and people no longer work with me because I would constantly joke about them being a pedophile. And they're like, stop calling me a pedophile. I'm like, bro, if people like, if your reaction to being called a pedophile is to not laugh, but rather say, nothing makes me think you're a pedophile more than when you say, don't call me a pedophile.
right. Well, it's the
Like, Michael, you're a pedophile. Classic response,
In
dude.
those
Little grin?
glasses, you
Yeah.
are, yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, but you gotta like laugh it off because it's like,
Actually-
no, I'm not.
if they've gone through puberty, it's not technically a pedophile.
No,
so
it's not-
15 and
Yeah,
up.
that's a
They're fair game.
hemophile.
You know what is?
Correct.
If there's grass on the field, play ball. That's actually a legal response.
Yes.
that will hold up in a court of law.
Yeah. Well, there's three things. You're racist, you're gay, and you're a pedophile. Those are the three things that the harder you try to fight them, the bigger
It
the
proves
hole.
You're not
point
going to
even
beat
more.
those allegations.
It's like struggling in quicksand.
Yeah,
You just got to be. You got to be chill. Hey, throw me a rope.
Yeah,
I can get out of this.
Yeah. That was. Did Elon ever go back on like and be like, you're actually not a pedophile? I was just having a bad day.
What to
no,
Trump?
I think all he said was, "I regret what I said about the president."
I went to. Yeah, he did tweet like, I regret what I said. I went a little too far.
Man,
But
can you
like
imagine just being on a bunch of Special K in the White House. It's so wild.
that must have been fucking crazy. I mean, like, how else could you fucking handle? But I mean, like Elon Musk, he's lived privilege his whole. It's not like he like worked himself up from the bottom.
Yeah.
And now he's like, wow, I can't believe it. I'm in the White House. It was like he's been rich his entire fucking life. Like the idea of like him like having to pay rent somewhere or just like even like having to go one day without one meal is unfathomable to him.
Yeah.
So it's different. Like a guy like me in the White House, I couldn't be on K because it's already like, what the fuck am I doing here? I don't.
Right, but
deserve
for
to
him,
be
it's
here.
like that's not even like he's probably been in the White House so many like to him
Right.
it's like I don't know, it's
the White House is probably like a step down. He's probably used to like giant fucking mansions and shit. you
Yeah, that's a
know?
good point. Yeah.
He lives in apartheid Africa, and now we're letting all these like fucking like white Africans come into America. These African refugees. Which is also fucking crazy.
If they acted African, I'd be for it, but I don't think they do.
No, it's like it's very funny. It's like, well, we can let in immigrants as long as they look like fucking white Americans.
Yeah, that is very funny.
But any other thing is like, oh, that's a huge problem.
Yeah, I wish. Do they see? They all probably talk like Elon. They don't have like African accents.
No, they just all are like little. I mean, it's colonialism.
Yeah.
Right.
So like they're just like regular fucking like Charlize Theron
Right.
is an African technically.
Yeah,
Oh, who
I
else?
wish they were,
That Anna-
'cause white Jamaicans they have Jamaican accents. It's fun.
Right.
Like
Also-
Chet Hanks.
Yes, he's a white Jamaican.
He is a
notoriously.
I think that he actually got Jamaican citizenship. They liked him so much.
That's awesome. I
Yeah,
hope
he's
that's
under the Boti Boy.
true. That rules.
It's so fucking cool.
Well, I had a weird one where I met this guy in Florida, and he's from Trinidad, so he's like, in Trinidad we have the best food, and I'm not great at accents, but
Yeah.
you get
That's
the point.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was Indian, and I didn't know that most people in Trinidad are Indian. Did you know that?
Whoa,
Yes.
shit.
Yes, I did know that.
See, this is why
She's a worldly woman.
we gotta have smarter people on this podcast.
I just like haven't said many words, and you're like, she's a genius.
Sorry if we're steamrolling. We do get
No,
it.
no,
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
fine. No, I'm chilling.
We caffeine pilled it up. Did you take one too?
I did. I always take
See,
one
I'm on a
before this one.
downer. I had a glass of wine before this.
You got wine in there too?
No, this is just water.
Sure.
That's
Yeah.
what I tell the cops.
Hell yeah, man.
As far
Yeah.
as the judge is concerned.
Well, the thing it's like, what is the appeal of Love Island versus other shows? Like, why is it like?
So this is my first season getting into Love Island, and literally because the sheer amount of episodes to watch was too overwhelming for me because like I like to be a completionist. If a show is on season 5, I like to go back to season 1, even if it's a reality TV show, just get the whole context of the show. But the girls at work were, getting on the Zoom every day talking about Love Island, and I felt left out, so I started watching it. And I'm just hooked, man. It just is really good. Like, it's a show where the only premise is staying in a couple so that you can stay on the island longer. And it's just interesting the way that, like, seeing the way that people tick and, the way that men are awful to women and the way that women can be, like, kind of crazy and crash out. And it's
The second part seems accurate.
oh yeah.
I don't know. And
they're all competing, actually. And an aspect of the show that gets forgotten, but has never been more present than this season, is the fact that like there is $100,000 prize at the end of it, which is insane.
It's a lot of money.
You can do that for $100,000. It's not like it's Survivor.
Yeah, you're just making out with hot people.
You're literally just like,
Exactly.
oh, I'm a fucking hot person that
The challenges are all like making out with each other.
Yeah, like, oh, you got to dry hump this fucking person.
So it's very like it's basically porn on Peacock.
Right. Well, it's also funny too because you said you didn't want to be left out, and I'm just putting myself in this context. It's very funny because I never watch sports. I never have.
Yeah.
And I just accept to be totally like people talk about sports, and then I just be like, and I just walk right out. And I never will. If there's a part of me that I go, I never will watch sports.
I
because it's-
prefer that, like, unfortunately, like,
But I will lie.
Yeah.
Do you ever like? Because I will lie about sports. Like I will try to mirror what they're saying sometimes,
Right.
and I'll be like, I look. I agree that they're just not that strong this
Yeah.
year, and I have no idea what the fuck this guy's talking
See,
they
about.
had, like, great game last night, and they're like, yeah, fucking, and then I'm like, who's your favorite player? I'm like, you got me.
I don't
You
want to
got
get
me.
got, so I don't lie. Like I think it was was it not Jimmy Fallon? Who's the Kimmel? There was a Kimmel bit where they would ask people, like, because I think they filmed that in LA, right? They'd go out to the streets of LA being like, we're asking people about their favorite bands at Coachella. Did you love like The Sky's Romance? And they're like, I love The Sky's Romance.
Yeah.
And it's all fake bands. And I remember watching that as like a 12-year-old being like, that's so embarrassing.
Yeah.
I never want to get caught up in that, so I don't lie. So, but like I enjoy reality television. The dating shows are like not my first pick, and there is like it's every fucking night. But then you get into you get into it and you watch it. Like the episode tonight is what's called an After Sun, which is just like kind of a recap of the week, and it's like no one fucking watches the After Sun, and it's like God, I wish that there was just a real episode on tonight.
Yeah.
You know?
I just like, it's nice to connect, but for instance, like, unfortunately, like, some of my coworkers found out I do stand-up comedy
It's the worst.
because they saw me on like a podcast I was on showed up in their algorithm, and now, like, because they're based in Texas, they're like, I'm going to the Comedy Mothership in Austin to see Joe Rogan, and I'm like, fuck, Joe Rogan sucks, but I can't say Joe Rogan is not funny,
Right.
And now he's like, he's saying like, I'm gonna go see Kill Tony, and it's like, oh my god, like he's asking like if I know Hans Kim,
Yeah.
and it's like, yeah, I know Hans Kim.
I just hate when people ask like, "What's your comedy style?"
Yeah.
And you're like,
and like neo-Nazi.
people are afraid I'm gonna kill myself on stage.
The verbalization of a cross burning.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, do your coworkers know that you do comedy?
So I've been trying to keep it under wraps, but I actually have this week. I had to take the middle of the day off from work because I had this like comedy intensive thing that I wanted to do, and so I had to explain to my manager that like I'm gonna work in the morning, but I have to take off the afternoons. I'm gonna try to log back on after. And they asked, well, what are you doing? And it's just like so hard to lie that
Yeah.
I've been at this job since November. So it's like, it just kind of starts coming out. But if I've been trying to make it so that like, it's not like people don't know I do comedy.
Yeah.
I don't want to follow people on socials.
I don't. Yeah, you can't follow that. Like, dude, I had like a coworker try to add me on PlayStation.
No.
And I'm like, brother,
Yeah.
This
you
is like
are
my
your
escape.
lowest self on PlayStation.
My
and
boss
Xbox.
is
I
my
am
cousin, luckily,
peak. I am
so.
a KKK member when I'm on PlayStation. Like,
Yeah,
by-
I think
by
everybody
and large.
is.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, that's the culture.
It really does. Like,
Which with Xbox, because I'm very I haven't really gotten into video games. So Xbox Live used to be like where people would say crazy shit.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
because it was like unmoderated.
But now it's moderated.
It is. Well, like they have like an AI thing that detects like certain words
Okay.
and shit. So you got to be careful. But the workaround is you don't go on the audio. You just use Discord. So
Okay.
I'm on Discord with my friends and then we're just getting like insane.
And you have like a black guy emoji, so you can say whatever you want.
we do have
and
when
then-
we have black guys in the Discord. He's like, man, can you like not say the N word for like 5 minutes?
Right, that's
And
very
we're
tough
like,
for you.
Hell no.
You're Papa John's kind of guy.
I'm a full on Papa John's. Dude.
Yeah.
I really do like him. I think that's why I support Papa
Well,
John's.
it's very funny because I think like it was the best response is like I'm really trying to unlearn saying the N word. That is the funniest.
Well, they kind of had a gotcha moment because he wasn't like, look at this N word over here. He was
no.
like, what if they said it in the context of like, he was trying to like, I mean, it was still like,
Didn't he say Popeyes is basically calling black people?
yeah. He was
this?
like basically like, and they shouldn't be like that. And it's like, well, why should they get away with being able to essentially call them, blah, blah, blah. And it was like
Yeah.
a private conversation. And if it's a private conversation, it shouldn't be held against you. If it's something you say on like a podcast,
Yeah.
then like, okay, well, you put that out into the ether.
Yeah, well, and it's the time of even if you think you're in good company or you're with people that won't out private conversations, you're wrong. We live in a surveillance state.
Yeah, you're in bad company.
Yeah, I was about to say.
saying the N word behind closed doors. I'm going to tell on you.
Yeah, dude, everyone's a tattletale now,
Yeah.
dude.
You have to be your best self 1,000% of the time, or you're an awful person.
and
Well,
'cause,
that's
like, yeah.
and I think I will never understand what it's like to have my ancestors enslaved and the police
Right.
brutality, but they will never understand what it's like to say a word you're not supposed to. Like the consequences have created this crazy rush around it, where it's like
yeah.
hopping a turnstile.
It's
You're
like a kink.
I can't believe I got away with that.
yeah. And
Oh my God! Not only did I save $2.90, I also got to say the N word.
Yeah, well, it's like you're like, if I say the N word, this is what could happen, right? I get fired. I get
Yeah.
punched in the face.
Publicly shamed.
Shamed, ostracized. So to say it when I'm alone in my apartment rapping in a song is like you will net. It's a crazy rush of like, ooh, like it's just. I feel like the Joker. I don't know. It's like, and yeah, I don't know. That's just what it is. I'm not saying I should, but I'm saying I have, and I'm saying it weirdly feels good, and nobody in that got hurt. So I don't know.
It's a victimless crime.
Maybe
baby.
it's like, you know what? You really don't want to try heroin. Maybe that's why I stay away from it.
Yeah.
You just don't want to get addicted.
But I do want to try before I die.
Yeah, heroin.
Yeah, just like I
Yeah.
want to say the N word before I die.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna die pure.
You die pure. Yeah.
go to heaven. You go to
Yeah,
heaven.
you can't go to heaven if you say the N word.
You can't go to. You go there. God's black. I'm like, you know what? You know what? I'd rather send me to hell, por favor, because yikes, dude.
I pull up pictures. I'm like, you didn't see me at this rally this one time? Come on, dude. Just give me a little bit of leeway on this.
You're just like, free Palestine?
Yeah. He's like, in high school, you soft-A'd all the time.
Yeah, it was a different time, man.
Yeah.
The good old days.
The early
Yeah.
2000s.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. Like, there was a stretch where like a lot of comics would say a lot of like alt comics
oh, yeah.
would
Zach
say
Galifianakis.
Zach Galifianakis, Eugene Merman, Sarah Silverman. Like they all said the
But they
N
also
word.
His name was
did
actually spelled
blackface.
differently back then. It was Zach Galifa.
N-word.
Yeah.
Zach Galifianakis N-word.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think people just kind of need to accept that, like, yeah, there was a world in which Sarah Silverman did a blackface bit, and there was like the Always Sunny episode with the blackface bit, and it's just like, why did they do that? Well, the terms were more lax then, and it's an absolute no-go now for slurs, for anything like that. And it's like, just accept it and move on. I hate this fighting to use the word. It's just like,
Well, I think it's
there's
just
so many other words.
right, but okay, I take this stance where I think that just say it and take the consequences of it. Like if you're gonna say
Okay,
it,
yeah,
like
there's
either it's
also
funny or
that.
it's not. And like I've said faggot in contexts that are not funny at all.
Yeah,
Right.
like you faggot, I'm gonna kill you.
Right.
With like two gay people as you were driving through their parade.
And look, it's
awful.
Like, it's like if it's not funny, then I'm gonna face the
The consequences.
No, I don't
of
want
not
the
being
consequences.
funny.
By the way, I don't want consequences for
There
any of my
shouldn't be.
actions.
What happened?
But-
What happened to
Right,
freedom
right.
of speech?
well, freedom of speech doesn't. Yeah,
It
doesn't-
doesn't
What? It doesn't
cover
mean
it.
freedom from consequences? It fucking should. Because then it's not fucking free.
Yeah.
Because like
you're
you
free
can't.
to say it and accept the consequences.
Well, that's like any
Sometimes
other.
you land the trick on the skateboard though. Sometimes you say
yeah.
something
Sometimes you can do it.
and you're like, oh shit, he did it. Okay, he got away with it. But
they fucking golf clap when you pull it off.
yeah. But it doesn't. You more often than not, you hit your head.
Yeah, you gotta
yeah.
land that plane.
You pull a Bam Margera.
But also to all the white guys out there listening that want to say the N word, it's gonna feel really cool if you land that trick. So
Yeah.
how about you keep trying?
you gotta try, man.
I say it takes 10,000 hours to get good at something.
yeah. So if you're not trying, try in the mirror and then maybe try it.
Try a little harder.
In public. Yeah. Yeah, I love that. I feel like I have to tie everything off in a bow. It's
Yeah,
just like,
right.
With podcasts, you're like,
now that we've done
in
this
conclusion-
insightful conversation.
Yeah.
We've covered a lot of topics today.
well, that's one thing that is annoying is that I don't like that comedy is really angled now, like music, where it's like too genred. Where it used to be
Right.
like you watch like a Family Guy and it's like there's a dark joke and there's a silly joke. It's like all kinds of different things. Now it's like you want to listen to edgy comedy, you come here. You want to
Yeah.
listen to
Yeah.
anti-edgy comedy, you go here. It's like it doesn't have to be so.
Comedy should just be comedy.
Yeah,
It should be funny. It doesn't need to be gendered. It doesn't need to be racially divided.
Yeah,
It should bring everyone together, and we should all have fun saying the N word because it's a funny word. It's a funny word that makes people laugh and brings joy to hearts.
Patty brought up the best point. He goes, if it wasn't, it wouldn't be funny if it wasn't in a like it's what it's
Right,
not
it's
it's not always
taboo.
funny. Yeah, it's like that's what makes it funny when like somebody who is really talented gets away with it. It's like it's only funny because like
Context is king. Like
Yeah.
context is so important to the joke, and what's the bit, and what's the intention behind you saying it. Are you saying
Right.
it because you don't like black people, or are you saying it because it's funny?
right or both.
Yeah, it could be. It's definitely both, and that's like when it's
That was one thing that was really a bummer. Is I was like, I've been defensive of certain racist jokes because like if sometimes you're like this is a good joke and it's whatever. But then one time I just like checked out the Klan's website and they had a whole section of racist jokes and I'm like, oh come on.
You're like, they're still on my bit.
Yeah.
What is this? Wait a
Hack.
minute. They just have like a link to your YouTube.
Yeah.
And it's just like,
Yeah, that is one of those funny things too, where I was like, let's see what's going on their site, and it's like very outdated. Not like obviously the views,
it's
but
like kind
the,
of like boomer.
the format. Yeah,
Their
I'm like,
SEO is unreal.
yeah. I was like, you guys would really benefit from hiring an Indian guy here. Like you would just be a little less racist and
After you went to the KKK website, did was your like suggested stuff on Amazon different? Where it's like you might like these robes, you might like this
Tiki
kerosene.
torches.
Yeah.
yeah, that is funny. You ever see the funniest are ads on YouTube videos? So like, there was Academics was the guy who interviewed Kanye. I think Academics was his name, that rapper. So he's the one that interviewed Kanye when he was in like the Klan outfit.
Yeah.
And then there was like a commercial for like Uber Eats, and I'm like, do you guys know what you're advertising?
Yeah, right.
Like,
No, they don't. YouTube
They don't.
is just blanket.
I think it's.
Oh, okay.
I think they base like it's like, oh, this video got X amount of views.
Yeah.
So that means they get to they pay for like yeah.
It's so funny. I don't
Yeah.
get monetized if I say cunt in the first 3 seconds, but then
Right.
the Heil Hitler song by Kanye can get like
the Uber at eats
Yeah,
money.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, it's
It just depends on how many views you have.
yeah.
I mean, money is also like a big factor in all of that too.
yeah.
You know?
It is. I think it's really funny that he backtrack. It's so funny to backtrack because like imagine like blacking out and you're like, oh shit, did I become a Nazi for a month? You're like, oh, that's like a bad blackout. Like, it's like,
Yeah.
That's heavy.
Yeah.
hope I didn't do anything embarrassing when I was having a bipolar episode doing whippets. You're like,
Just
oh,
like just a very manic public breakdown.
Yeah, his schizophrenic break. He finds
mean,
out
it
one of his
happens.
personalities is a racist.
yeah. Well, the thing I have is kind of annoying. So he changed it back to now the song lyrics are Hallelujah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like you went too far. You can't like. First off, when I first heard the song, I was like, "Oh, okay."
he did like the Black Eyed Peas, "Let's Get Retarded."
Yeah,
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 let's
yeah,
get it
let's
started.
get it started.
And then they're like, "What do you mean? We never said let's get retarded.
Yeah.
What are you talking
Yeah, that's
about?"
a Mandela effect.
Yeah. He just tries to pull that. What are you talking? It's always been hallelujah.
That would be really.
He just tries to gaslight himself back into the mainstream.
Everybody's like, a Nazi? I'm black. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
That'd be
yeah,
so
yeah.
good.
You are crazy.
What are you talking? That never happened.
Yeah.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Completely false.
Yeah.
Did you see that AI video of Kanye being an Orthodox Jew with the hat and the curls?
No, but that is
Oh my God,
awesome.
there's an AI video circulating of him being totally Orthodox Jewish, and it's like he just tries to play that off like this was real, like him in South Brooklyn,
That's
and
so
not
funny.
AI.
That's
AI is pretty fucking funny now.
It is hilarious. I want to learn how to use it just to make silly stuff.
You just have to type in like a code into like a website, and they'll make it for you. They'll make
Yeah.
you anything you want.
There's
now.
some silly stuff out there. Let me tell you.
It wouldn't do a picture of me with a six pack though. Which
It
is-
would, dude.
I must have been using the wrong one.
You could do Photoshop at this point with that.
Right,
Come
right.
on now.
No, you just have to go on like one of those like AI things and be like, hey, here's a picture of me.
Yeah.
Please combine it with an image to make me look like Brad Pitt in Fight Club.
Right.
Yeah.
And you'll get like the fucking 8-pack, the fucking V
Yeah.
thing.
This is for the bet. I was not like sending this out to people. I was like joking.
that's
I was
gonna be-
not-
Hinge profile.
I was not going to put it on like
That's
his.
gonna be like your fucking photo that they're gonna hang at the Comedy Cellar someday.
That would be so funny. Just regular pictures and then just like a photoshopped six pack.
That's the way to go, man.
It would be funny if it was somebody like Louis who like clearly doesn't have a six pack.
Yeah.
Like all these pictures of people that
Yeah,
just hit with
yeah.
a six pack. You're like, what?
Shirtless Louis. He has like Calvin Klein underwear and like, saggy jeans type shit. You
Let's do one
know,
of those. Like
Not to be a mom
Yes.
about it, but I think you're.
we're exactly at an hour.
we did it, baby.
Thank you guys so much. I had a fucking blast.
Always.
Where
So
can they
glad.
find you guys?
You can find me on my Instagram at hello, this is Kelly, and you can listen to my podcast. I Feel Fat Today. It's on YouTube. It's on Apple. It's wherever you listen to podcasts. The Instagram page for that is I Feel Fat Today. And I've had both Joe Gorman and Michael Good on separately.
Was I not
and
tagged during the initial episode?
You were, but I was traveling that week, and so I always tag. Everything goes out on Friday, which I probably should change anyways. But everything goes out on Friday, and I was late to post about the show, and I follow all of my guests from the Instagram page, and for some reason, because I guess traveling or whatever, I wasn't following you, so maybe that's why you missed it.
Okay.
But
Because did want to promote it. I was not
yeah,
like I was not
of
like
course, and I still need to clip it and whatever. But who's got the fucking time?
yeah.
You
We
know.
use AI for that.
Anyways, yeah. So that's me.
Oh yeah. And you can follow me online at Joe W. Gorman on all social media platforms, PlayStation, Xbox, Joe W. Gorman, man. And I got a podcast. I do it with Alex Thomas Selli. It's called Super Selli Joes. I've had Michael Good on, and I've done podcasts with Kelly Taylor. Maybe she'll be on Super Selli Joes someday. Anything's
Yeah.
possible, man.
You live in the same apartment. It's like
No, literally.
maybe
they
it could
film-
happen.
Yeah. If they could, you know.
She plays her cards right.
Yeah. How do I submit?
You can send me a tape.
All right. Well, thank
Hell
you
yeah.
guys.
Thanks, man.
I will say this.
Yeah.
I had a great time, and then randomly we just had the most awkward last second of the
I
podcast.
know.
That was so funny. We were like, "Yep," and we all just stared at each other for
All
1
right,
second.
all
All right.
right.
Thank you.